Good afternoon. This is Lunchtime News. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Well, we have a comprehensive bulletin lined up ahead. My name is Jackie. Wambiru. Sign language interpreter is Byron Apoli. Now, to kick us off, President William Ruto starts his official 4-day visit to Germany today. During his visit to Germany, the president will engage with the leadership of the European Union in a meeting aimed at reinforcing Kenya's commitment to the Kenya-EU strategic dialogue to deepen the partnership between Kenya and the European Union under the 3 key pillars of peace, security and stability, sustainable and inclusive development, and economy, trade and investment. President Ruto will also deliver a keynote address at the Berlin Energy Transition Dialogue, outlining the challenges of energy security amidst the worsening climate crisis and the push for investment in renewable energy in Kenya and Africa. Kenya is also exploring partnerships with Germany on the youth agenda, especially in vocational education and training. In other news, police in Kikuyu constituency, Kiambu County, are holding in custody a woman said to have killed her 3 daughters aged 4 years, 3 years and 6 months on Saturday evening. The 29-year-old woman from the Goto village is said to have thereafter attempted to commit suicide. And in Meru, a man is suspected of killing his wife and their 5-year-old son.
Residents of Thogoto village in Kikuyu were shocked and saddened by the heinous act of this 29-year-old woman who is said to have killed her 3 children on Saturday evening. The father to the girls, aged 4 years, 3 years and 6 months, who is said to have been working on a night shift on the fateful day, was unable to hold back tears. Neighbors say a big thud from the house is what attracted their attention.
Sasa mama kuingia, nikasikia sasa naongea na huyu mama mwenye watoto. Na nikasikia siku nzuri, nikamfuata nyuma nikaingia. Sasa kuingia, ile kitu ya kwanza tuligundua watoto wake wanakuwa very friendly to us. So ukifungua mlango tu, kwanza wakisikia ni kama ni shosho, wanakibiaga, wanakukumbatia. Sasa hatukupata mtoto hata.
The subsequent abnormal silence from the ever-jovial girls as described by the neighbors, even raising more questions.
Mara moja nikajua tu kuna kitu imefanyika. Mama alikuwa amejaa madamu kila mahali ya mwili. Kumbe wakati alianguka ni kama alikuwa anataka kujinyonga, akakanyaga juu mahali, akateleza akaanguka. Sasa kuanguka, hiyo sauti ndio ilituita. Sasa tukapata ako chini kwa floor, damu iko kila mahali. Sasa mimi nikakimbia kutafuta watoto. Kufika tu kwa bedroom, kumbe watoto wamelazwa, already watoto walikuwa baridi.
The cause of the wicked act is yet to be established, as neighbors described the woman an introvert. Kikuyu Sub-County Police Commander Ronald Kiroi confirmed the killings, saying investigation has been launched.
The mother wanted to take her life, but luckily the neighbors came to rescue her, and we have her in our custody. She's going to tell us more about what transpired. But from the preliminary investigation, we believe that this is likely to have been a family conflict.
Bodies of the 3 girls have been taken to Thogoto PCA mortuary awaiting post-mortem. Meanwhile, a 39-year-old woman and her 5-year-old son were found killed in Mitungu area in Menti South in Meru County. The woman's husband is suspected to be behind both murders. Meru Deputy County Commissioner Richard Kongeren confirmed the murders.
Vile bwanake alikuwa mhubiri, pastor, na hao watu wameishi miaka 2. Isipokuwa mwanzo wa mwaka huu walikuwa na issues ya kifamilia, na maoni ya papake ilikuwa kwamba watengane, kila mtu aishi kivyake. Lakini kufikia mwezi mmoja uliopita walirudiana pia.
mwanaume akiona eti ataua bibi yake, kuna uwezekano waachane, huyo bwana aende, amwache mama hapa ndio aende. Wanawake ni wengi dunia hii bwana. Sisi tunasikitika sana hapa Mtungu na tuko na peni. Ile Kiingereza inasema peni.
Tunahofu sana sababu mtu akiuawa na pasta, hiyo ni kama wameweka mapasta wengine very down.
Kamchimenza for Lunchtime News.
In other news, a 60-year-old woman from Don Bosco in Manyata constituency, Embu County, is appealing to the government to intervene and assist her to acquire back a 2-acre land that she claims has been grabbed by a tycoon, despite having all the documents to authenticate her ownership. Jennifer Motoni says her efforts to seek help from Embu Land Registry, the police, and even the Ministry of Lands headquarters in Nairobi proved futile.
Sasa naomba serikali tu injaribu kunisaidia na hasa JP Muturi juu hata ametoka hapa kwetu. Aone tu vile anaweza kutusaidia. Juu sisi hatuna nguvu yoyote. Ukiona serikali ikiambiwa ifanye hii inashindwa na kufanya inatetemeka, inaonekana yeye tu aone vile anaweza tu kuattend this case. Tufaindike tu juu hatuna kitu kingine. Sisi we are not employed. Tunategemea hii kashamba kwa mambo yetu yote ya development. Na sasa vile wametuchukulia around 2 acres, tunaona tumevinyiliwa sana.
The Inspector General of Police, Japhet Koome, has issued a stern warning against those planning to cause chaos during Monday's planned anti-government protest by the Azimio la Umoja coalition. Speaking at Jago House in Nairobi, Koome affirmed that security teams are well prepared for the protest, saying nobody with the intent to cause chaos will be allowed into the city centre and will also be barred from leaving their respective residential estates. The IG urged Kenyans to go about their normal duties on Monday, saying police shall ensure security is maintained following the planned Azimio demonstration.
Hatutakubali kabisa kitu kibaya kifanyike kwa jiji letu. Na tumeamua kama service commanders, kesho watu wanaruhusiwa kuja city center. Uko huru kwenda mahali popote. Lakini kama uko na nia ya kuleta vurugu, uko armed na what we call offensive weapons, mawe, panga, rungu, utapata cha mtema kuni. Hilo nataka kukuambia saa huu, yeyote ako na huo mpango kesho kuleta vurugu kwa nchi yetu, utakipata. Whichever level you are in the society, whichever status. Niko na Land Cruiser za kutosha kutupa wewe nyuma ya Land Cruiser. Kesho siweki mtu kwa parado, yote nita arrest. Whoever you are, ni kurusha wewe kwa Land Cruiser nyuma, uende jela, ufungwe milele.
The government is keen on ensuring the decongestion of learners in junior secondary school classrooms, especially in urban areas. Speaking during the launch of 2 classrooms at Kahawendani Primary School in Ruiru, Kiambu County, Ruiru Member of Parliament Simon Kingara noted that most schools in the area are crowded, a challenge his office is keen on addressing. The lawmaker said that 40 other classrooms are under construction in various schools in the constituency.
Na sababu hapa na pale tukaona ni vizuri kuchukua jukumu hilo, kuona madarasa ya kutosha yamejengwa katika eneo. Jambo lolote jipya liko na changamoto yake, na vile ni mwanzo kabisa, serikali na sisi wote tumeandamana kuona tunapunguza changamoto ile na kupatia nafasi mwanafunzi kujimudu kimasomo bila tatizo.
Kuwa na demand sana. Wazazi wengi ambao walikuwa wametarajia kwamba watapeleka watoto kule junior high school, secondary, wakati serikali ilibadilisha ikasema kwamba junior secondary zikuwe domiciled kwa primary, tulikuwa na changamoto kubwa sana ya resource ya madarasa. So na wazazi wengi sana hata ambao sio hapa wa nje pia wakakuwa wanataka hii shule sana waeke watoto wao hapa. So ikakuwa changamoto kubwa sana ya madarasa. Leo tunafuraha sana kuzindua madarasa sasa kuisi hiyo congestion ambayo imekuwa hapo.
Away from education matters, Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization and the Ministry of the State Department of Environment and Climate Change are working in partnership to come up with ways to mitigate the biting drought experienced in Kilifi County. Speaking during a public awareness forum in Twapa, where they planted 2,000 seedlings, the Principal Secretary, State Department of Environment and Climate Change, Festus Ngeno, said it is in the best interest of residents to embrace the culture of planting trees in a bid to mitigate climate change.
Smarting from the long dry spell, the government is moving swiftly to put in place measures that will protect Kenyans against future vagaries of weather. For a country that is known for either extreme investment in drought-resistant crops has been tipped as a gateway of food security in parts such as Kilifi County. The Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization says it is keen on ensuring farmers are well equipped for any eventuality long after the current rainy season.
We actually classified over 1,000 technologies of CalRO for climate smartness, and this classification is looking at mitigation, adaptation, and productivity.
We will be advising you from time to time. We'll be issuing advisories so that we are all adequately prepared as we observe the season.
Kilifi County Deputy Governor Flora Chibule says the empowerment of local farmers will go a long way in making the region food secure.
Hapa tunazidi kujizatiti kuambia wakulima wetu na wale watu wa mashinani waache kukata miti. Manake kwa ajili ya umaskini miti inakatwa kule, wauze makaa. Lakini tumeona imechangia pakubwa ya kwamba tuna uhaba wa mvua. Na hilo ni jambo tunalichukua na tunaweza kuzungumza hata huko mashinani.
Kilifi County is among the regions that have been hardest hit by the lengthy dry spell. To ensure that the current rainy season does not go to waste, locals are encouraged to plant trees to make the region fertile for crop farming.
Kila mtu tu akipanda 30 trees per year. I'm told within the 10 years horizon that we plan 15 billion tutakuwa tumehitimisha. And that helps us in terms of climate change mitigation and adaptation programs. Ndio tuweze kupata mvua mzuri, tupate maji mingi, na tuweze kupata chakula kwa watu wetu.
For Lunchtime News from Kilifi County, I am Anboro.
Well, that report on mitigating climate change brings us to our first break here on Lunchtime News. Don't go too far, we still have more news coming up.
Kama suti za burale
selection moto kila wiki
tandale atwende geto uko
jiunga nasi DJ Leo
kona pato la ngata kando ya bomba
na DJ D
haina life uko utaniona baniko huku sai usulize mbona.
This and every Sunday from 2 p.m. No one does it better.
Kiswahili kitukuzwe.
Watu wengine husoma hadi chuo kikuu lakini hawapati kazi kwa minajili kubwa wakitumia ujanja katika mtihani wao.
Kumbuka kwamba Kiswahili sio rasilimali tu bali pia ni njia ya maisha na kuwasiliana kwa mmoja hadi mwingine.
Wananchi wanateseka wakisema wanataka haki zao. Wananchi watalia hakuna maji, hakuna kazi, hakuna chakula. Lakini chanzo cha haya yote ni wanasiasa wafisadi.
Na uchukia urongo, kusikiza na kusema, hasa katika utungo na viandishi vyema.
Nikiripotia runinga ya KBC, ni mimi wenyu Justus Mutuku.
Kiswahili kitukuzwe.
He is a fool who has lost sight of what matters. Manta rabaina wahka kaban. Manta werarena.
Huyu contact. Ni msichana umekuwa kitext.
Sir, contact ni contact.
Not if you're making it personal.
Jamaa, kila saa ni kunyambisha.
Nini? Suseme. Watajua kwa nini kachumbari haipashwi moto.
Hii ni rescue mission. Kuna police vehicle imechapwa na ID. It's a very simple mission. But stay alert.
Hizi ng'ombe zinachungwa na nani?
Welcome back. The Jaffa Foundation, in conjunction with Grain Bulk Handlers Limited in Mombasa County, has donated food worth 150 million shillings to cushion the less fortunate members of society and needy Muslims in this holy month of Ramadan.
Just a few days into the holy month of Ramadan, thousands of less fortunate in Mombasa County have benefited from a food donation program. Speaking while supervising the packaging of the food item for distribution, the director of Grain Bulk Handlers Limited, Solomon Ndengo, said the food assortment will benefit 40,000 families and sustain them for a month.
This humble contribution entails an assortment of maize flour, wheat flour, sugar, tea leaves, rice, salt, and cooking oil. This will assist a family of an average size of 4 people in the households to survive for approximately a month.
Jaffa Foundation Director Yusuf Jiwa said his organization will continue with the feeding program throughout the holy month.
We are thankful to God that He has given us this opportunity to be of an assistance to anywhere. It is for all Kenyan. It's a Ramzan gift, but it is meant for each and every Kenyan citizen who is in need. And
he urged Kenyans to observe morality and promote unity besides coming to the aid of those who need assistance. Reporting for Lunchtime News, I'm Zairuk Abdi.
In other news, cooperative societies have been urged to reduce interest on loans as a way of meeting the expectations of the members. Speaking in Kericho during the 34th annual delegates meeting for Imarisha Sacco, Commissioner of Cooperatives David Obonyo said cooperatives should get excited about huge dividends for shareholders, but also look at the interest rates.
Commissioner of Cooperatives David Obonyo says Kenya is a continental leader in the cooperative movement and ranks 7th globally with assets worth 1.5 trillion and 1 trillion in savings.
As a government, we are also very keen to ensure that we are putting in place the necessary mechanism, especially legal framework, policy, and other regulatory framework to ensure that our cooperatives, they are able to thrive to the next level of development.
Jobless youth across the country have been challenged to take advantage of the government-enabled digital economy and talent programs to exploit their potential to achieve financial independence. Speaking during a talent show in Thika Town, Youth Affairs and Arts Principal Secretary Ismail Maalim implored the youth to invest adequately in their talents.
Talanta hela inakuja, President mwenyewe ata launch na tutaanza from grassroots na hapa Thika itafika. Na ikifika, msiwache nyuma. Take advantage of that project. It's a mega project. Itawasaidia to monetize your talent.
It is not going to end here so long as I am your member of parliament. I'll make sure I'll nurture you. Tutasaidiana na watu kama Meja, wakuje watuonyeshe vile studio wanga inakaa.
Meanwhile, residents of Kilifi County living in the rural areas have been urged to join development groups to better their lives.
Wale wakaaji wa Langobaya na hata wa Matanomane na hata all over Kilifi County kwamba ukaweze kujiunga na Matanomane FSA ili FSA inapopanuka tunaweza kuajiri vijana wetu wengi pale wapate ajira na watu wetu watapata mikopo na kuweza kujiendeleza.
Nisingeweza kufika pale mahali kama nisingejiunga na hii benki. Kwa hivyo nitaendelea kuwashauri wenzangu, wanaume wenzangu kwamba ni vizuri kujiunga na hii benki.
Financial experts say locals in the rural areas can grow their financial bases exponentially if they tap into programs that are tailor-made to lift Kenyans out of the economic abyss. Arnold Feather for Lunchtime News.
As heavy rains continue pounding the country, a students' association, community organizations and the county government of Kiambu have embarked on a cleanup campaign. They unclogged drainage and collected waste to enable rainwater to flow freely in drainage to curb flooding.
Kiambu County Roads and Infrastructure CEC Mburu Kang'ethe, who led the group, assured residents that they will incorporate young people in ensuring the drainages are well maintained.
And that water, when it is stagnant, it can cause a lot of damage, or even to the properties around. It can also, is going to be a breeding ground for mosquitoes.
We don't have waste accumulating. We ensure that this is a continuous process so that our areas can be clean all the time.
At the same time, residents urged the county government to install more garbage collection bins to cut down the cost of paying to private garbage collectors.
Pia wafanye sensitization kuhakikisha kwamba mazingira yetu ni safi. Pia mitaro, kuna watu wengi ambao wanafanya biashara wanaathirika na hii mitaro maji kwa overflow. Kwa hivyo hakikisha kwamba wanatuma watu kwa ile mvua ambayo inanyesha. Hakikisha mitaro yote imefunguliwa ili watu endelee kufanya biashara kama inavyofaa.
Rainwater stagnant in blocked drainages pose a health hazard. Jacqueline Masharia for Lunchtime News.
Now in the sports arena, the national soccer team Harambee Stars left the country Sunday morning ahead of the international friendly against Iran on Tuesday in Tehran. Stars traveled to Tehran for the match as they make their comeback to the international stage since February last year.
Stars will be using the match to prepare for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers set to kick off in 2025 and the forthcoming international friendlies. The match will be Kenya's first international encounter in 16 months and will be Engin Firat's fifth match in charge since being appointed in September 2021. Stars travel to Tehran for the match as they make their comeback to the international stage since February last year. It will be the first time in several years that Kenya is facing a team which is ranked top 30 in the FIFA standing. The Kenyan contingent has 24 players, including striker Masud Juma, who passed a late fitness test.
We expect that to see very good match, no matter who is going to win, but the matter is they have very good play and fair play, and I'm sure it's very good for both sides to get good experiences out of that match.
Harambee Stars have had a one-week intensive training at Kasarani Stadium ahead of the international assignment.
Moving on, Atlas Lions of Morocco stunned Brazil 2-1 in an international friendly as the North African side recorded a first ever win over the five-time world champions. Midfielder Sofiane Boufal gave Morocco the lead in the 29th minute before Brazil's keeper Casemiro leveled in the 67th minute. Abdelhamid Sabiri struck the winner in the 79th minute.
Enjoying home support, Morocco were determined for nothing less than a victory as they went all out attacking from the start, but it was until the 29th minute when Sofiane Boufal showed composure inside the box to fire past Brazil goalkeeper Weverton after connecting Bilal El Kanous cross.
Boufal on the turn, and Morocco lead.
Morocco started brightly in the second stanza, but Hakim Ziyech and Azzedine Ounahi fired wide with their goalkeeper Yassine Bono making outstanding saves. Earlier on, Vinicius Jr. opening goal of the match was ruled out for an offside. Brazil restored parity in the match after Casemiro, who was wearing the captain armband for the first time, combined well with the Paquita before slotting home the equalizer. The hosts left it late to score the winner through midfielder Abdelhamid Sabiri following a nice exchange with Walid Chedra. After waiting for over 25 years, Atlas Lions rewrote history as the only second African team to defeat Brazil.
And the shot is in from Sabiri.
Morocco's the best. Morocco now is the number 1 in Africa. Is the number 10 in the world.
Very good match by Morocco. Very nice goals. Brazil.
It's the first time Arabic and African team beat Brazil. We make history for Africa.
Over 65,000 fans who turned up to support their team tonight will live to remember a historic moment, a historic victory, as their team came out on top for once after 2 unsuccessful attempts. Reporting for KBC Channel 1 Lunchtime News from Tanger City, Ibn Battuta Stadium in Morocco, my name is Dismas Otuke.
Former Newcastle and Stoke striker Joselu scored twice in 2 minutes on his international debut as Spain beat Norway 3-0 in the Euro 2024 qualifiers. Let's take a look.
Dani Olmo scored the opener at the Malaga's La Rosaleda Stadium, turning home Ali Jadros Bal's cutback. Joselu scored 2 late goals in under 2 minutes to seal victory for Luis de la Fuente in his first outing as Spanish boss. Following the win, Spain top Group A alongside Scotland, who beat Cyprus 3-0. In another match, debutant Nathan Broadhill secured a point for Wales with an injury time equalizer in their opening Euro 2024 qualifier against Croatia. Tonight, England take on Ukraine as Italy play Malta. Meanwhile, Morocco stunned Brazil 2-1 in an international friendly as the North African side recorded a first ever win over 5-time world champions. Midfielder Sofiane Boufal gave Morocco the lead in the 29th minute before Brazil's keeper Casemiro leveled in the 67th minute. Abdelhamid Sabiri struck the winner in the 79th minute.
Big Amrabat on the hand. Referee, I think, thought about giving a free kick, but Brazil have the ball and Lucas Paqueta sends it wide. Oh, and Yashin Bono's made a horrible error, and Casemiro has equalised for Brazil. The goalkeeper's had a shocker. Ziyech. Masraoui's made a forward run. Ziyech has found him. Imran Luzas there for Morocco. His little clip cross is a really good one. Well defended by a combination of Emerson and Eder Militao. Went back by Atiat Allah. Great ball in, and the shot goes in from Sabiri.
That brings us to the end of our bulletin this afternoon. Thank you for choosing Lunchtime News. My name is Jackie Wambiru. Our sign language interpreter is Byron Abuli. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Good morning, beautiful.
Na wewe nani kwanza?
The name's Lawrence.
I am here to see your husband, Mr. Pitt.
There's not in either. Why don't you call him?
Then why are you still holding the gate?
No, na siku hizo unacheza na boss wako games zingine funny.
Just to remind you, if you came here to snatch someone's husband, Mama Felix will tear you down like a piece of pepper. We need to fire that maid.
You're not even scared I'm going to tell Christine you're having an affair with the husband.
Don't joke with me, Wewe.
I'm about to lose my family. She has evidence.
Kama suti za burale
Selection moto kila wiki.
Tandale.
Jiunge nasi DJ Leo.
Kona pato la ngata kando ya bomba.
Na DJ D.
Haina life huko utainiona. Baniko huku saa usulize mbona.
This and every Sunday from 2 p.m. No one does it better.
Unajua nikionanga mtoto ya shule anasurura hivi na uniform wakati kiwatoto wengine kwa klasa anasoma nasikia na jamukwa. Unafanya nini hapa na wengine hapo kusoma?
Tafuta baba yangu.
Baba yako gani kwa hapa anakufanana?
Nipatana pale na mtu mwingine kwa hoteli. Ananiongelesha vibaya.
Nani anakuongelesha pale? Hujamwambia wewe ni mtoto wangu? Hajui? Atajua ndio atajua mimi na nani.
Unafikiria mimi mwenyewe nimefurahi kukuona? Mimi ningejuaje ni wewe ndio unakuja hapa? Hata ningejua ni wewe singeshinda nikingangana ati kwa simu na kuongelesha bwana. Unasikia umeniwestia time hata mimi.